Welcome to Goober Time with Dr. Chris Chismore, hosted by Tom and Griffin.
We are your hosts, Tom and Griffin.
Unfortunately, our illustrious friend, Dr. Chris Chismore, is away on his important research and unable to host a podcast this week.
But fear not, dear listener, because he has left us in charge, and we are going to try to do a really good job of a podcast.
This week, Dr. Chismore has asked us to talk about
foreign films.
Welcome to Goober Time with Dr. Chris Chismore, hosted once again by Griffin and Tom.
Yeah, at this point, it's not even exciting to say that it's hosted by us. It's just kind of like a given.
You know, I'm still excited that we're hosting it, but I agree it's not that exciting to say.
Yeah, I still like doing it, but now that I have just assumed Chris is not going to be here, it has become a little bit more of a job.
It's starting to feel like Dad went out for cigarettes and he hasn't come back.
Yeah, it's really feeling like, Dad purposely is doing this. But we know that Chris is trying his best,
and we know, and that's not to besmirch the good name of the good doctor. He's out there pushing boundaries and saving the world in every which way he can.
And this week, I actually got an insight into what he's doing because he sent me a YouTube link. Normally he's out in the field doing research, but this week he's actually holed up. He's on a little bit of a digital...
Hunkered down.
He's hunkered down, holed up, hunkered down. He's on a little bit of a retreat.
That's good.
Doing digital research. He's in his cabin in Skagway, Alaska, trying to scour YouTube for the best cover of The Weight by the band. You know this song? Take a load off Annie.
Yeah, that's The Weight. Yeah.
Take a load for free.
He's looking for the best cover.
He's looking for the best cover.
A lot of guys do it. A lot of cover bands, a lot of dad rock cover bands are doing it.
If you just get on YouTube and listen to one song, it can be any song. Mm-hmm. The next video it's going to recommend to you is a cover of The Weight by the band. But it's not going to be the band. It's going to be
a band.
It's going to be like Dave Matthews, Willie Nelson's sons, and like two other guys that you haven't heard of, all getting together at one charity event.
He's weighing them all. Do you think it's by audience, by pure numbers he's deciding, or is he just...
I think it's like numbers, authenticity. I think sometimes you get a group of guys together, you get a lot of people singing The Weight, and it can be very good. Nice. But sometimes you want a bunch of people you haven't heard of,
Sure.
So he's trying to find the best cover of that.
I have no input.
In service of men. For men everywhere.
Oh,
so
I see.
Now when men log on to YouTube, they don't have to watch 1,000 different covers of The Weight by the band.
One.
They can just say, hey, these are the top 5. Each one is going to give you a little different flavor, like the portfolio of Randleman sauces.
Right.
And this is what you could do. You don't need to waste your time.
That's incredible. Incredible.
Get to homeless fights. Get to hobo fights.
Yeah.
You can
a lot. So the next thing it recommends is probably some version of bum fights.
Yeah, bum fights are like, I think I mentioned it on another episode, but I got recommended like a mother fighting a son fighting his own mother in court.
Yes, you did.
And that's why we love the internet.
You can see people hit each other, hate each other, and harmonize.
So, yeah, that's where Chris is this week. We're very glad. The Randleman Skycam is back.
That's right.
He did fix the meltdown in the Mingeville, Arkansas plant.
The utter catastrophe. They've managed to get the numbers back up on the sauce sales and get you the Skycam you care about. I know that's why all of you are tuning in for the 5 to 10 times that the YouTube video that 70 people watch cuts to the Randleman sauce cam. And so I'm just happy to have it back for you.
Well, the money is flowing in, and now that we have all of our housekeeping out of the way, it's time to introduce our fringe expert of the week.
That's right. He is an expert, but you can trust him.
Yes. He is not only undiluted by big movie, big cinema, but he has ideas that he has been eschewed.
I'd say he's fully unmoored and untethered.
Yeah, he's kind of a pariah. He was in big cinema for a while, but his ideas were so disruptive that now he is a pariah. But he, of course, always has a home on Goober Time with Dr. Chris Chismore.
I could barely even say the name. I'm so
Hosted
excited.
by Tommy
Wyatt
Griffin.
Fair, welcome to the podcast.
Gentlemen, good, wonderful to be here.
Yeah, Dr. Wyatt Fair.
Dr.
Wyatt
Wyatt,
Fair.
that's right. I did get my doctorate at the American Film Institute.
AFI.
AFI, right here in Los Angeles.
Excellent.
A Fire Inside or American Film
I have to
Institute?
say, it was difficult not to hop in with all the discussion of the band, because, of course, the band featured guitar player Robbie Robertson, who, of course, the late, great Robbie Robertson, who, of course, did the soundtrack to Martin Scorsese's Killers of the Flower Moon. Yeah.
Wow.
Wonderful.
That's a little bit of a movie tidbit right off the to show your fans and those watching at home that I do know my my can I curse?
Yeah,
Sure.
of course.
Shit
Oh, hell yeah.
or stuff.
Yeah, either
You
or.
can say whatever you
shit
want. We
stuff,
shit.
fuck ass.
This
dick.
is an uncensored
Yeah.
podcast, uncensored
And there's
ideas.
of course the whole documentary about the Last Waltz.
I was gonna say he also did the soundtrack for the last.
Not that I
Waltz.
watch a lot of American cinema, but
Right.
not to. I mean, there's a lot of good stuff there still.
You're mostly a foreign film guy.
Yeah. Yeah. Sorry, I don't mean to. I'm here to speak. Plainly about whatever films you gentlemen or your fans might want to hear about.
Well, I think I'd love to if your focus is in foreign films or your desire, your passion is.
Passion, yeah.
Okay.
Let's go. Yeah, passion. Yeah, passion. We all have our, our specific, our kind of alleys that we find in this,
Right.
terrible, terrible world.
So here's a first question, right off the rip. What makes a film foreign?
Usually, there's little words at the bottom of the. Yeah. I mean, some, of course, foreign. When we speak of foreign films, we're talking about foreign to our American tongues or ears.
You say that with a little bit of vinegar.
Huh?
A little vinegar.
A little piss and vinegar.
or
little
even,
piss
even
vinegar there.
philosophies.
Yeah, sure. Right. Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
It
I
can
mean,
be in English, but the
but
philosophy,
the philosophy
may
feels
be
quite foreign and
Yeah.
almost, a little bit different than,
Oh, I think right off the. I mean, I keep saying right off the rip, but that's an
Right,
incredible
yeah.
idea. Just occurred. If the ideas, if they're speaking in English, you should
Right.
watch it in an English movie from across the pond, and the ideas are a little bit out there for the average American.
Right.
Maybe a little explainer caption.
This actually qualifies as a foreign film.
That's now a
even
foreign
though it wasn't
film.
made in China or Denmark or anything like that.
Yeah,
Those are the only two countries that really,
cranking them
So you're
out.
cranking about
Yeah.
China and Denmark.
China, Denmark.
I'm thinking like if in an English film they they get like really quick, easy healthcare in the plot of the movie, then like maybe there's a little caption that just
This is
explains
foreign.
how that's happening.
Yeah, this is not.
Oh,
you
okay.
won't. You actually won't. You might understand what's
Probably-
going on here.
Yeah, you wouldn't
Yeah.
get that concept.
Whereas a film like F1, did you guys see the F1?
We
film?
did. You
The
actually, you're
F1
talking
movie.
to two guys
That's
who
right.
saw the F1 film
Yeah.
together.
That's right.
Now that movie actually it's very American film. There's a lot of brands.
Yeah. Oh yes.
There's a lot of ads.
Yeah.
Heineken, and it seems like they got all sorts of
car stuff.
car stuff. Of course,
Yeah.
and we're talking about a European, a lot of European races, or they went to the UAE, I believe, as well, right at the end there.
Right.
Oh,
Yeah, that was
yeah.
pretty exciting. But that's in many ways an American movie, despite the fact that
Oh,
it had
interesting.
Javier
I-
Bardem and kind of some of those guys. in it.
Yeah, I would have considered that. I considered that a foreign film while I was watching it because I was thinking this race car shit isn't what I would watch on the weekends.
Maybe
and
this is-
this guy,
Yeah.
one of the main guys, Javier Bardem, had an accent.
He did have a bit of an accent.
He did have a bit of an
he did have a bit of an accent.
If he could chip away at that a little bit, I think it'd help the
Ruben,
American
right? That was
viewers.
Ruben.
Oh, yeah,
That was
Ruben.
Well, let's put it this way: there's American films, there are foreign films, and then there are European films. That sort of film has sort of a European sensibility and style in that that's where it takes place, but the
Interesting.
concepts are not foreign in any way at all.
Yeah, that's a great point. That's a great point. There are foreign films, there are American films, and then there are European films.
Right.
Right. Like
Yeah.
James
Just
and the
kind of
Giant.
irregular in Europe. Sorry, go ahead.
Well, with James and the Giant Peach.
This is a
A
European,
European film.
You couldn't. There's no. The aunts. People in America don't really speak to their aunts all that often. We don't
No.
really.
You couldn't
No.
convince them to all live in an apartment with
No.
people from different backgrounds.
Right.
Most of my
races and
aunts are
creeds.
estranged and hard to get a hold of. In fact, one of my aunts only contacted me for the first time in 4 or 5 years because I posted a picture of Griffin's girlfriend's dog.
Oh.
And she said, "Is that a Spinoni?" And I said, "Yes." And then
Yeah.
she didn't respond,
Didn't
at all.
respond to that. She just wanted to know.
And Tom, you're getting close to doxing my girlfriend.
I'm
There's
sorry.
not that many people in Southern California with Spinonis. If you're listening to this and you have a Spinoni, you could narrow it down who my girlfriend is.
I don't
Yeah.
really
I
know what
slowly
this
started
dog
helping.
looks like. I guess I shouldn't really detail, because then some people watching this might not know what a Spinoni looks like. So then even the people that aren't getting close to doxing your girlfriend are going to maybe do some research now about what
It's-
this dog looks like. So
It's a breed of dog that's very similar to the movies we were talking about, and that you might consider it an American dog, but it's kind of a European. It has European aesthetics
Right.
to
It's,
it.
Right,
it's
right,
full
right.
on Italian.
right. Ah,
The
molto bene.
Italians. What's that now?
Molto bene.
Yeah.
8.5. Fellini.
There we go. I was going to say.
Yeah, that's right.
The Italians have lots of
Films?
They got a lot of movies.
Oh yeah.
Do
Oh
you have
yeah.
any, let's see. I guess. What are some faves? You said 8.5.
Yeah, Fellini. I mean, Fellini's great. Knights of Cabiria. That's a wonderful film about a woman, which is
Wow.
Which is often. That's another important thing. Most American movies are about a guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Most foreign movies are about a woman.
Interesting.
That's an excellent point.
Mm-hmm.
That's a really important thought right there. And
Yeah.
one thing that I've never realized is that a lot of the times when I go to the movies here in the States, we're watching guys
Iron
do guy
Man.
thing. Yeah, Iron Man, even F1.
F1. Yeah, right.
A woman is prominent, but
Right.
it's ultimately
Right.
about Brad Pitt.
Right. And it's surprising to us that she's such a smart engineer because she is a woman.
Yeah, that's kind of a central
Wow.
part of the
I
plot.
wasn't surprised by that, of course, because I think that women can do just about anything they put their minds to, and should get maybe triple the money that a guy gets,
That's honest, and that's
just
thank
because
you
of
for
what they've
saying
had to
that.
go through.
Right.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I think people should be paid their value. I think
Right.
that, it's like it doesn't matter what skin you come in.
Yeah.
As long as you're creating value for that, as long as you're taking part
Creating-
in
yeah.
the value creation, you should be paid
Right.
for that.
And so, Tom, you're saying women currently undervalued. If you can get in on the market on women, get in now.
Yeah, the stocks are going to go
they're
up soon.
cheap.
They're-
Is what Tom's saying.
I think, I'm not really someone who sees gender or race. I see the minds.
Right.
More of a
Right.
sapiosexual, that type of thing. I think we've discussed that.
And do you bring that to your regular life, or is that more in the mind?
Yeah, I think I make sure that
I guess I'm
everyone.
asking, do you have sex with different types of people, or just one?
Oh well, I have a wife.
Oh, okay. Very good.
I do have a wife, and I have sex with her.
That's great.
But mainly when we're having sex,
Fantastic.
I'm focused on her mind.
Which
So-
could be many different genders or races, I guess.
Yeah, you never
Sure,
know.
totally.
So anyway, we've gone on a little bit of a side, but I think you raised an important point.
Right.
And that like a lot of foreign films, they're not always about a guy slashing through stuff or trying to get treasure. They're sometimes about a woman working through
Right.
her emotions.
Right. Right. Right.
Which is a very foreign concept to a lot of
Yep.
American men.
Right. Right. A lot of foreign films, someone just has a job that they have, maybe a real estate agent, or maybe they work at a mine or something. And oftentimes you'll watch 2 hours of one of these things, and that's just all they're up to.
I gotta say, if
Maybe they make
To get in
sandwiches.
I want to know movies and who the stars are, because I know you're sitting across from two guys who are just champing at the bit to get inside the mind and the lives of realtors and miners.
Yeah.
Right.
I will say that I think one of the things that's made me resistant to foreign films as a whole is I say, oh, it's, usually someone working through their emotions.
Right.
But if I knew that there's just 2 hours of following someone in a mine.
Right. Yeah,
I might be open to that.
fantastic. I mean, yeah. Then I think you're gonna have a large swath of film, and there's a lot of great. You can watch a lot of these at home, or you can go to the local cinema. There's the Criterion Channel is where I'd recommend people start. With a
Okay.
lot of great, and Mubi is another great distributor. Mubi, MUBI.
It sounds silly, but
It's
it's quite serious.
It's actually very serious. A lot of the films that have played at Cannes and some of the other festivals,
Yeah.
Venice. You thought that I didn't know anymore.
I was hoping that you were going to kind of get
Yeah,
stopped.
Cannes, Venice.
Yeah.
Movie, I'm now realizing is
Movie.
it just
Sundance.
based on
Mo-
how
it's
a
a
child
movie
would
with a
say
B.
how a child might say movie? Oh, I want to watch movies tonight.
I want to watch movies tonight. Yeah, exactly.
And then,
and yet they're so.
But a
they're
lot of the films have
prestigious.
have female and male sexual parts in them.
Well, and now I was going to say it's an interesting business strategy because you name the app like it's a children's app because you, like you said, I want to watch movie tonight.
Right, movie
and you say,
night.
oh, you want to watch movies, so you want to watch the mining films that
Right.
daddy likes, or the brooding woman films that
Right.
mommy likes, or the ones about the geishas. And
Right.
I feel like a lot of when I was a kid, most of the foreign films involved geishas.
Yes.
Or
Samurai.
samurai.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like that was a large element of foreign films growing up, and when I was a kid, that's what made a foreign film to me was a
Right.
geisha.
I feel like most of the ones I
dresses.
watched involved children. It was lots of sort of obscure coming of age stories. Really, children with fraught childhoods.
Oh, yeah.
And
Think of maybe the Whale Rider. Remember when the Whale Rider was, which I don't think I've actually ever seen, but I believe it was about a young girl who rode whales, maybe down in the
I love
New
that.
Zealand or something.
No,
I
I've
think.
never heard of this.
The Whale Rider.
The Whale Rider. This is,
Yeah.
this is a recommendation
No, I
from
haven't-
somebody else.
I actually, yeah. It's just I was kind of going off of what you were
Yes,
saying about
yes.
that's what I thought of first. It's a movie made in about the mid 2000s about a child who I don't know much about her because again I haven't seen the film. I can't see them all, of course, because I still have I have so much criticism to write that I can't always,
right, sure.
sort of, when you're really working in the field like I am, you can't always be watching films. You have to sometimes be thinking. Sometimes you watch a 2-hour movie, then you got to think about it for 2 hours afterwards to make sure you're really getting the point.
Yeah,
and extract all the value from it. You know, you
Exactly,
paid,
yeah,
you paid
the fee-
$25.
yeah.
You better understand as much as you can.
That's right.
As when you're critiquing a foreign film, what are some of the things you look for? Like, what's the criteria that our citizen soldiers, which is what our consumers of our media prefer
Right.
to be called,
Some might call them an
Citizen
audience.
soldiers.
citizen
Citizen
soldiers.
soldiers.
And
Yeah.
then you might call them an audience as well.
I would call them an audience instead of however
But
many
there's
words.
Yeah,
numbers
well,
used.
you guys are the kind of the generals, is what you're saying.
Yeah, this is
Suppose
something
so.
they have
In
asked
general.
us to call them instead of an audience. Audience is just someone who passively consumes, and I think our audience
Right.
is more they're actionable consumers. If we tell them
Right.
to buy something, they will buy something. If we tell them to comment, they will comment. If we tell them they'll leave a 5-star review,
Okay.
46 of them will leave a 5-star review, and that's how many 5-star
Really,
reviews we have.
46 is pretty
and,
good.
and I think if we tell them, you go occupy Washington D.C.,
They'll
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 do
do
it.
that as well.
They'll vie
Yeah.
for
They'll put on the Viking hat and maybe fall off the wall and hit their heads. I was
Humpty
talking
style.
about January 6th.
Oh, yeah.
You weren't talking about January 6th, or
Well, I thought you were
just
talking
Occupy.
about Humpty Dumpty.
He did fall off the wall, and they should make a movie about him one of these days.
How they not? That seems like that might be one of the most adapted.
maybe a gritty Humpty Dumpty.
Oh, it is based in January 6th,
he's an
maybe.
alcoholic. He falls off because of his drinking.
Big
You know,
fat alcoholic.
And
drunk.
that's actually a good part of a lot of foreign films. They drink a lot in those
Oh,
things.
yeah, there's
Lots of bleak lives.
That's interesting. So, yeah, I guess what's some criteria that people can look for in a foreign film?
Sure. The alcoholism is big. One job is good. Usually the job it's got to be pretty bad. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Usually not even a job. A lot of the times in American films, it's like, oh, this guy, he works at a temp agency but he's a writer but he's poor or whatever.
And he's
not
getting the girl, though.
These people don't have anything going on good for them at all. And they actually just started kind of doing that, kind of going paycheck to paycheck, trying to get a bit of gruel or something, or maybe a lot of stew eating in a lot of these films. And
There's a lot of scraping by. It sounds
scraping
like.
by, yeah, scraping by.
And then the
again,
stories
not in the American way where it's sort of the
Big bombast hero.
that as well. I mean that
Oh,
how do I put it? In a lot of American films, it seems like it's the poverty is kind of glorified. No,
Yeah,
it's a
yeah.
television show. But HBO's Girls, you see, I mean, they were kind of rich, but they had to kind of do bad jobs and
okay.
work at coffee shops and that. But that was kind of cool of them.
And is that's sort of European? You're saying, or
I would call it HBO's Girls a European film, despite it being American-made and a television show.
Yeah, I know, but that's a
I really
really
can-
important
yeah,
thought. I mean,
yeah.
that's a very heterodox thought there because it touches on even though something may be packaged as one thing, the idea inside it may be totally outside of it.
Right.
You know, so just
Right.
because something is made in America doesn't necessarily make it American.
Right.
It can be very
Film.
foreign, like girls.
Bit of a Trojan horse.
Exactly. So we've covered. You gave us some great criteria. We've covered the job, the alcohol in the job. What are some other things when you're critiquing that you like to call out?
What do you like to see?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, well, I guess I should say we're talking about films that I guess occupy the rules of realism, but of course there's a lot of great foreign surreal films.
Okay.
And in a lot of those, you could look to again an American director, but one with surrealist taste, the late great David Lynch, who just passed away just earlier this year.
Yes.
I
Oh,
mean,
yeah.
some of that stuff. I mean, with that kind of stuff, you can, maybe there's a bug that makes a very loud sound, a grinding kind of a grinding metallic sound, and that happens for 90 minutes, and you go, that hurts my head. I feel like I'm getting a headache watching this thing, and when it ends, you go, right, that was the point.
Interesting. David Lynch, European
see-
filmmaker.
Have you seen any of this?
Is this hold on. I just want. You're
Sure.
David Lynch, European filmmaker.
I would classify him as a European filmmaker, just maybe an
Incredible.
American-born.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's absolutely incredible.
I could see
Oh
that.
wait, sorry, I'm a foreign filmmaker. I'm sorry. Let's go back.
Yes.
Sorry, foreign filmmaker.
Yeah.
David Lynch is a foreign,
Not European.
not European,
Because of the bug stuff.
because of the bugs and the grinding sounds and the fact that a lot of his movies premiered at Cannes Film Festival.
Yeah, I
Right.
think that anytime I've seen a movie and I don't know what it was about or what it was trying to say, I say, oh, it was a foreign film.
And that I was really going to get to this point. You should never understand what happens in a great foreign film.
At the end of the movie.
At the end of the movie, you should need 90 to 120 minutes to walk around, preferably the length of the movie. Don't talk to anyone, even if you've gone there with your significant other or some good friends from college or just kind of out in the world. Try not to talk to them if you can. Walk around the block, do a couple laps,
Smoke a cigarette.
smoke two.
Pull out one of those little
Or Zin these days,
journal,
people
what do you
like.
call 'em?
Yeah.
Yeah, Moleskin journal.
Moleskin. I was
Write
going
a
to say
couple-
milk toast. It's Moleskin.
A milk toast journal. That's something.
I
brain
think
don't
this
work
is something that's really going to resonate with a lot of our citizen soldiers. I
Yeah.
think that they're going to be the type of people who are going to love being able
For
to
the
walk
record,
around.
I really
for,
like this citizen
Citizen
soldier. I don't
soldiers?
to call them an audience is so basic. You know,
Yeah.
I think that people who watch foreign films, the ones that I like, I consider myself a bit of a citizen soldier.
Oh,
Every
yes.
time I go down to Los Feliz 3 and see something,
Yes. I have
I'm
maybe
in the mines, man. That's a seat, but it's a mine.
it's a seat, but it's and when you're sitting in the movie
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm chipping away at
Yeah, it
something.
shouldn't-
Every
that
time
was
I watch
another-
one of those things.
So
thing
it's
about-
quite blue collar what you're doing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It should be work to watch a foreign
100%.
film.
Yes. Oh, yes. Yeah. He's onto it. Yeah.
Yeah,
I get it
think
too.
I'm starting
Don't
to see
I
it.
was
You get
getting
it
it as
too,
well.
so
I
you
was just
can-
being
yeah, yeah,
silent.
yeah.
Sometimes Griffin lags a little bit behind me.
I don't have to sort of show off.
Have
how-
you done
how
an
I'm doing
IQ
everything.
test?
Don't know what that is.
Oh.
Oh,
Yeah.
IQ test.
Yeah, IQ
I don't know what I was thinking.
test to see who's got the higher.
We should.
Yeah,
higher
we
of
should-
the bunch.
I think we should do that while we're doing an arm wrestle, and then with our offhand be filling out an IQ test.
Yeah. We could. Yeah,
I think we could absolutely
could
live
do
stream that. If we ever figure out live streaming, that's one of the first
Oh,
things
you
we'll
gotta-
do.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that a lot of that stuff is also it's European Twitch.
Twitch is quite European.
Yeah,
Wow.
I might be losing the plot on that.
It's okay. It's okay. I have maybe a foundational question,
Go
and
ahead.
it's for the soldiers out there. Why should they care? What's the value? Because I do think there is quite a lot of it.
Right.
And I think we can maybe drill down upon it. What is the value to our citizen soldiers of foreign cinema?
Right.
Because we're getting a lot of good stuff in America. American made, as we all know,
We're
is
getting
best.
Marvel. We're getting The Thing. We're getting Fantastic Four. We're getting
Yeah.
Superman every year.
Predator and Alien combos and the combos
And
thereof.
and
You
King
can
Kong.
watch King Kong. You
Kong.
can watch King Kong on a big screen and then go home and watch more about King
That's
Kong.
right. Yeah.
That's right.
And that's
You mean on YouTube or something?
on
or?
YouTube. Well, oftentimes there's a TV show about King Kong going
Right.
on at the same time there's a movie
There's
going about King Kong.
isn't there a Predator TV show that they just, or is it Alien TV show?
Yeah, there is.
Alien.
A,
But
And Romulus was just last year.
yeah.
But a mere calendar year ago.
That's right.
And you know who I bet shows up in the Alien TV show? couple Predators.
Couple
Oh,
Predators.
yeah,
Yeah, there's
yeah.
also a Predator movie out right now.
That's right, yeah,
an
yeah, yeah.
animated movie.
Yeah, so we're rolling in it over here.
Right. But
Quality cinema.
But these aren't personal stories. I think that's the difference.
Yeah.
You know? And it's not just because they're, well, maybe it is. I give some grace to certain genre pieces. You know, there's genre pieces of aliens that are interesting and strange. Solaris, a wonderful space story, a story in space.
Brad Pitt?
Older than that.
What am I thinking
well,
of?
there's two of them. There's an older one, and then there's one with George Clooney that's newer.
Oh, it's Tarkovsky?
Tarkovsky.
Yes.
Which
Never seen it.
Yeah, Stalker. Yeah, that's.
Oh, Tom, we watched Stalker together.
Yeah, Griffin.
Who was with us?
My wife.
Right? Remember that?
Who
Of course.
instantly, because I'm a sapiosexual, she was bored of it within the
Sure,
first minute because
right,
she said, I understand what's going on. I
Uh-huh.
know this.
Oh, that's why
This
she was
isn't
bored.
complex enough foreign film for me.
Okay, very good.
And Tom, what'd you think?
It struck me as very foreign from the start.
Yeah,
It was deeply
yeah,
foreign.
Absolutely, yeah.
I would say it was one of the more foreign in almost every way to me.
Right.
I know I'm supposed to really love and get that movie,
Yeah.
especially as a guy who's out here making a couple of them every now and then.
Yeah.
Right.
I got almost nothing about it.
Well, that's okay. I mean maybe your second or third, or sometimes it takes a handful. I mean, there are movies that I've seen dozens of times that I do not understand at all.
I like this. So in foreign and I assume European film as well, it's on the audience to do the work to
Correct,
come to
yeah.
the movie. The movie
Yeah.
does not come to you.
You know, when you sit down for the Fantastic Four first steps, they lay it out for you. They went to space. They got all messed up. One guy came back. He's covered in rocks. One guy can stretch around. One guy moves very fast and flies through the air, and he catches on fire. And
Right.
and the woman can move stuff with her mind.
There's
I
not
mean,
like
it's
a
being
guy-
spoon-fed to us.
There's nobody out there who's like a bug with making a weird noise. the
That's
whole
right.
time.
Yeah.
Like, what's he doing?
Or an owl with one eye.
Right. Oh. Do you think that there could be any value in applying this foreign film mindset as a viewer to American films? See how much we can extract from a guy came back and is a rock. Maybe there's something deeper there
Right.
that we're not
Yeah.
aware of.
I mean, I think there's something worth studying about. Yeah, what's the word I'm looking for? The sort of maximum mindset of American minds.
maximum
mindset of
American
American
Yeah,
minds.
there's
Yeah.
mindset of
maximalism,
American
I guess, is what I'm maybe trying to say. Maximalism, is that the word?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, I mean, the excess. You could
Yes.
study Iron Man. You could look at Iron Man and say this is a millionaire, billionaire, perhaps Tony Stark, who is, who we could analyze that on a deeper level. I mean, there's always
A modern-day Elon Musk, some say.
There are some things to be, but then again, sometimes it takes you because the first time you watch it, you might be chomping on your popcorn and maybe drinking a big soda, and you might kind of miss some of the. You might not be analyzing things as closely as you could be.
That's an excellent point. The question I've always had about foreign films that some of our citizen soldiers might be wondering as well is it okay to eat during a foreign film? And if so, what types of snacks or food is appropriate to eat while you're watching?
I have a pretty strong anti-snack stance during I mean, imagine you get one of those goober stuck in the back of your throat, and you're thinking about the, like a raisin in the back of your throat instead of, maybe what's kind of going on, what this person is experiencing. A lot of these movies, they're silent for such a long time. You might think, there's no talking. Maybe this is time to check out, maybe eat some popcorn or look at your or God forbid, look at your phone. I mean, you can't do that at the cinema, but sometimes you're watching at home, you shouldn't do that either, but sometimes you might, you know what I mean? And snacks are just another distraction.
This is a very German Autobahn sort of.
But I think that, to realistically, a little bit of caffeine's okay. So Diet Coke, maybe a coffee.
Maybe an espresso.
Yeah,
if you're sipping
espresso
on
would be good. I mean, if they serve them, that's good.
Everybody has a little cup of espresso. This
So-
does seem like a
Marketplace of ideas.
what's up?
This is a marketplace of
absolutely-
ideas.
Place of
This
ideas.
absolutely is. I don't know where I was going to go. The Autobahn.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut off the Audubon thing.
Yeah, I thought there was something interesting in this. I think you're advocating sort of an austere viewing experience, and I say, what if we push that a little further?
Oh, that was a really interesting.
Because we're doing a lot of describing foreign films, but I think it's time we start optimizing them. No snacks save caffeine.
Uh-huh.
Little cups of espresso.
Yeah.
Because we need to be focused. Phones,
Correct.
are in a
Maybe
Faraday
a
box
Ziploc
somewhere,
bag, yeah,
or
yeah.
a Ziploc
Yeah.
bag.
A what box?
I said Faraday box, trying
don't
to
know
flex
what
on you
that,
guys. For
Faraday
thinking I was
cage.
stupid.
Yeah, Faraday
Damn
cage
it, it's
is
a
like
cage.
yeah,
What
it's
is
a Faraday cage.
Faraday
It's like
cage. It keeps your phone from being able to talk to other phones or whatever. I don't know.
Okay.
yeah,
It's like an anti-technology
Sure,
box.
yeah.
yeah.
I learned about it from Batman or something.
Some
But
of those
what I'm
Batman
saying,
films are
let's-
pretty interesting.
Thank you.
The Batman.
He's kind of brooding.
Yes.
Maybe would you say the most European Batman?
That's the most European Batman.
Even
that came
in
out.
comparison to the Tim Burton ones, because those seem like there could be like a little weird.
Nah,
bug.
I think it's a little bit more, a little bit further. But I do like those Tim Burton Batman. Mr. Nolan didn't do so bad himself, but that's an American
Englishman.
movie.
Yeah. So
Here's what I
Right.
was trying to get to.
okay. Griffin's finally getting around to his thought.
I am,
Optimizing.
but Seuss, but you guys are having so many good thoughts that you got to get in.
I was worried. I was getting heated. I think I was talking too close to the mic.
The microphone was making you warm.
Yeah.
Let's get rid of more. Let's strip it down a little bit
Mm-hmm.
further. Do we need the big comfy chairs? We love the big comfy chairs in America. Maybe get rid of that. Maybe get
Yeah.
rid of chairs. I will say maybe the most bare, perfect cinema experience I've ever had is in an art museum.
Uh-huh.
There's no chairs. There's a little
Bench.
bench, and it's barely sittable.
Right.
The room is pitch black, and it's filled with mostly foreigners in there. So it's sort of a nice add-on for the foreign film thing. But what if our big cinemas were more like our
Right.
smallest cinemas?
Folding about maybe about 150 folding chairs all in a row.
Yes.
Not in a row, but sort of spaced out.
Spaced out.
And no cup holders, so you're holding your espresso the whole time.
Yes.
Maybe a small table in front of it and an ashtray to smoke. Of course, you'd be able to smoke at all these things.
These are the amenities I'll allow.
And they should only show the movies at 4 p.m. That's when your most your brains.
Yeah.
4 p.m. and
Brains are most
surrounded by
active.
other art.
Yeah, maybe art by some other upcoming, maybe stills from other upcoming films that are going to be playing in rep at
That's
this
nice.
at the very theater, so you can kind of
You can
look. Don't look around, but afterwards you go, maybe I'll watch that one next.
That's good because then you can still get some marketing in there.
Yeah.
But I think that might help you sort of laser in and focus on the screen, so you don't have to worry about how comfortable you are.
Right.
You could either be sitting in a metal chair for upwards of 2 hours, or standing in this black box, this austere black box.
Standing could work as well. Standing room only theaters. Yeah,
You might. I don't know. We might find some more stuff out.
and you could fit more people in the movie theater.
You could definitely fit more people. That's ticket sales.
Be like
Yeah.
watching a rock band.
I'm just saying. I think we're onto something, and it starts by stripping things away.
So I guess what other potential do you see to disrupt foreign cinema as a doctor of foreign cinema for some opportunities?
I'm sorry, to disrupt foreign cinema.
Well, just like we
trying
could
to-
do lessons of like what American films could learn from foreign films,
Right.
or even ways to shake up foreign cinema.
Sure.
We've
I
discussed
mean-
a lot of like what makes it foreign, what makes it good, what you
Right.
look for,
Right.
but some opportunities for growth because I
Because
think
there always are.
yeah, I think we're always looking for opportunities for
Right.
growth.
No matter how good you're
Right.
doing or how well developed something is, there's always a chance to make it better.
Well, I suppose I have. I'm thinking kind of twofold right now. So I think in the process of disrupting American cinema, maybe inserting a little foreign mindset into it, we could take some of these large IP based films, your King Kongs and whatnot, and add give them a little bit more subtlety.
I love that.
Maybe you don't meet the monkey King Kong until 20 minutes before the movie's about to end.
I love it.
It's you're edging almost
Yeah.
towards meeting this big guy, and everyone's scared. And maybe it's just it's a movie about rations.
Right. Then we're kind of drilling down on the
team
social,
arguing about rations.
the social
for
bedrock of the society
hour
around
and 20
it.
minutes. Yeah,
Yeah.
bedrock. Yeah, bedrock. Good.
Yeah.
I
Bedrock.
like this.
Yeah,
Because,
that-
why do they have to eat the rations? What's going on?
Right. They're probably out in the woods, or not the woods, the jungle, maybe. Or
Maybe they're in
but
the
maybe King
jungle.
Kong is. Maybe that's he's always in the jungle. Maybe this time he's in the Appalachians or something.
Oh yeah, I would
And he
love
has
to
the
see that.
guitar player from what's it called?
The band.
The band?
Maybe
Robbie
the guitar.
Robertson?
Maybe the banjo player from Deliverance. You get the
that little
band,
guy in
and
there.
he's playing, and then King Kong shows up a little later, and he's got he's a Cajun Kong,
Wow, Cajun Kong.
Appalachian Kong. Sorry.
Well, yeah, these are two different. You're sort of mixing your
totally.
metaphors, but I think you're
Yeah,
you're batting
thank you.
1,000.
Yeah,
those
thanks.
are both, I think, great new IPs in the King Kong franchise.
Appalachian Kong
And Cajun Kong.
and Cajun Kong.
and they
Cajun
could
Kong.
come together and fight or not.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
But I think likely get along and have a cup of iced tea.
yeah, they like that in both of them. Yeah.
And Appalachian Kong, there's a lot of mining material that you
Yes.
could focus on there, which would bring a lot of foreign European
Right.
ideas
Right.
and philosophies into
Yeah.
an area of America that is very European because there are so many mines and
Right.
because the work is so hard
Yeah,
and the
it's to work
people
hard, yeah.
have such a hard time in Appalachia.
Do you guys have a lot of listeners from the? Do you look at the thing where you go, you see the breakdown of where people are listening on Spotify or what have
Yes.
you?
You know why?
Where are they listening?
If you would believe this, and this is legitimately true, the city we have with the most listeners is Melbourne, Australia.
Wow, that's
we get
good.
like a consistent 75 downloads from Melbourne, Australia every week,
Yeah.
and that is not a joke. I think we've mentioned it here before. but-
Wow, Melbourne.
Yeah.
And that'll always be true, no matter how big or small this podcast gets.
Yeah. After that, I think it's Washington D.C.
You know who they love in Australia is they love the Come Town guys.
Oh yeah.
So do you think that's kind of part of it? Maybe you guys are kind of the new.
We're the new come town.
I
You're
don't know.
gonna go ahead and
Maybe we're
say?
the new
I'm
Come
asking
Town.
you.
20 years too late,
Yeah.
and we're the new come town.
And you're not doing any racist accents, so I think maybe
Not so far, but
Sure, yeah.
We've mentioned we a couple. Did we talk about the tour of accents?
Yeah, last
week?
time we talked
Oh.
about
We're
going to
teeing it up.
being a bachelor party comedian. An interesting way to you could make a career of being a bachelor party
Oh,
comedian
yeah.
and go around and do a world of accents for bachelor
Oh
parties.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
So you
good,
can make
that's
them
But
good.
laugh.
so we're teeing it up, but we're not
Yeah.
executing on it,
Yeah.
and that maybe is the new come town.
Yeah,
All right.
As far as we're concerned.
yeah.
This
So
is off topic, but
That's okay.
I've been watching Vanderpump Rules, which I think is maybe a piece of European or foreign cinema in its own way, reality show. We can get into that if we want to. But so one of the cast members hosted a bachelorette and bachelor party. She's getting married, and they had like gummy dicks and popsicle dicks, and I was like, this is so kind of the retro. I never, they always talk about bachelorette parties. They're going to go to the strip club, and there's going to be sort of a fake dick. And I kind of couldn't believe I was watching people really doing this. I don't know them, of course. They were on TV, but
Right.
what a retro idea. Now when people I know have bachelor parties, they just kind of like hang out and maybe drink or go to a. Have you guys been to bachelor parties where there's
Bachelor parties?
Bachelor parties where there's
We taled about this last
strippers?
week.
Yeah. Well, so yeah, we actually we literally.
I think let's go ahead and rehash the whole damn thing.
Were there You've been to stripper bachelor
Yeah,
parties?
we did.
I've not.
So I've been to a bachelor party where we went to a strip club, and I was telling Griffin last week that I kind of regret it because, like in an American film that I consider to be a foreign film, Big Fish. The first time I came to a strip club, I was too early. I was
Right.
a little bit too young. I thought I was above it. I thought, I don't want to get into this. I'm going to try and talk to see if I can figure out who this woman really is.
Right.
When she was like, oh, hey, baby, I didn't give into the fantasy. And then now I'm a little bit too late.
Sure.
I'm old, so it's
Yeah,
just
yeah.
going to be sad if I go there.
Right.
I told Griffin I wish there was a time where it was a little bit more okay. I think now I'm ready that if they were like, yeah, let's go to a strip club, I'd be like, yes, that's great. I've got a little bit of walking around money, and I'm going to give into the fantasy. And I think at a point, my wife expects it. I think a
Sure.
lot of the times you'll go to a bachelor party, you'll come back, and like your wife or girlfriend will be like, oh, you want to go to a strip club? And it's never like that.
Yeah.
Whereas at bachelorette parties, they're always getting into some sexual things.
Interesting.
So
Foreign.
Who do you think
women
got movies first?
got
Movies first.
understood them?
Well, yeah, sure. Which race of man do you think was the first to understand movies? Wait, not race of
Human.
man. Nation.
nation, yeah. Let's
Wow. Yeah.
yeah.
which
We got
race of
pretty thick into
Which,
it, but yeah.
which ethno state do you think
Right.
was the first? Well, I guess did America invented the movie?
Well,
Am I right on this?
Maybe
think
the
so.
movie, but the cinema.
the moving image. I don't know about the cinema, but you could make a case for Mr. the lovable tramp himself, Charlie Chaplin.
What about
Oh.
him?
He was kind of maybe one of the first guys to use his silent movies and those things.
Yeah.
That were
the
deep.
first champion?
Yeah,
of
yeah,
foreign
right. The fight. He's got one called the
does he?
Boxer or something. Or, I don't know. City Lights. You seen that one?
Right. No.
It's about a little guy who's fighting his way up through. I mean, he's got a job. He's a boxer.
Right.
I think.
Okay.
God,
Bad
I
job?
think so.
A bad
it's
job?
not good for him.
It's not bad.
No.
Okay.
He doesn't like it so much. He's got a. I think he fights. Jesus, I don't know.
I feel like you're having a full mental breakdown.
No,
right
no.
now.
I want to. I want to be seen as an expert, but it's actually been a minute since I've seen the film City Lights by Charlie Chaplin.
Yeah,
but
I've
I,
never
but
seen
I
it.
Well,
can't.
that's okay.
But I can't help but think that that was one of the Charlie Chaplin was one of the earliest guys to really get cinema. I mean, this guy was these were deep, strange ideas, and he did them without even the spoken word.
Right out
Just
of the
little
gate.
cue cards. He had cue cards.
Oh.
Yeah.
That I would say kind of explain what was happening. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
He didn't need cue cards on set because he wasn't talking.
Right. I see what you mean. Yeah.
Yeah.
The little interstitial, and then he
Yeah.
goes to the store, and then
Yeah. To
and
kind
then
of explain things.
They
yeah.
optimize. They figure out you don't need those. You can just show him
Right.
at the store, and the audience will get it.
But this kind of goes to actually a point I was thinking about optimizing foreign films is that maybe we need to strip away even more
Okay.
in the movies themselves, because I've explained sort of these movies about maybe it's a guy he's working in a mine, he works for 2 hour, it's a 2 hour movie, he's just working, he has no money, paycheck to paycheck, eating stew, things like this. That might even be too much plot. Maybe it's just a guy who has no job at all. Maybe it's not even a guy at all. Maybe there's no characters in the movie.
Oh, now that's
We're just sort of
interesting.
seeing scenery
Maybe scenery.
and seeing what
maybe a palm frond.
That's what I
moving
felt
around,
Stalker was like.
yeah.
Stalker
Stalker
was
was-
very
yeah,
much.
Stalker
There
is,
was
yeah.
no characters that you could tie yourself to.
Yep.
It was just kind of things being shown
Yep.
on screen.
Well, and there was a couple of
Yeah.
guys. There was like a scientist, a teacher, and a rope.
Mirror,
robot.
another great
I don't know what it was.
Tarkovsky. They're just
What's
kind of
that?
Mirror. It's another great Tarkovsky film. They're kind of just walk. They're kind of walking around in the field for a while, and then there's war happening, but you barely even see the war. It's about what you don't see sometimes. It's
yeah,
like
like
the
Zone
King
of
Kong where you don't
Interest.
see the King Kong or
Oh, yeah.
Zone of Interest. Yeah, very. Yes, yeah. Mhm.
I'm finding that our guest's expertise seems to be mostly in glancing references and naming films
What?
here and there.
What are you talking?
Well, he's a doctor.
Yeah,
He's
I'm a
seen
doc-
so
right,
many
yeah.
movies.
Yeah, it's hard to
He's-
keep track of all of them.
I'm
And again,
sure,
when you're
I'm sure.
thinking,
Forgive me,
when you
forgive
have to,
me.
This is a-
when you have to think about them for such an extended period of time, you
Right, nearly 30
Yeah.
minutes now.
Yeah.
I mean,
right.
this is a doctor of foreign film at the American Film Institute.
Right, that's
Right.
right.
So, you know.
I'm
And
sorry.
I
I'm
didn't
sorry.
even say what I got.
Your
The
doctorate,
doctorate
yeah?
was just in watching them.
Oh, it was. You've
Not
never
theory. No, never made one. Haven't looked at a camera.
haven't looked at a camera.
Haven't put a lav mic on anyone.
I've noticed you've been reticent to look that direction.
Oh, should I be looking at that?
No, that's the camera.
Well, the
Well, I
only-
thought I was going to be looking at you.
no, I didn't want you to. I thought you didn't want to look
the
at the
cam
camera.
you should
Oh.
be looking at if you're looking at any cam is the Randleman Sky Cam.
Oh,
That's right.
sure.
Let's shout out to Randleman Sauces.
Do you have any samples?
We actually don't.
We don't have
Yeah.
any. They need to send us more samples now that they've got their Minville, Arkansas plant back up and running. But we know you have tasted Randleman's before. Do you have a favorite
Yeah.
sauce from the portfolio of sauces?
Yeah, the funky sauce.
Oh,
Can you describe the funky sauce for
I mean, I'm trying
our
to
soldiers out there?
remember.
that's a limited release if I remember
Yeah,
correctly.
I mean, it had a vague umami kind of almost. Maybe there's some Thai chilies in that,
Uh-huh.
and
That
then I
sounds
think
like
maybe some
Randleman.
Worcestershire sauce.
Yeah.
Funk, pure funk.
It was pure funk. Yeah, maybe some ground up shiitake mushrooms. I mean, this thing was thick. It
Right.
stunk,
Do you
but I liked it. It was,
remember
it was great.
what you ate it with?
What
you
I
ate
ate it was
yeah.
on a chicken wings, of course.
Wow.
I drizzled them all over, and then I
Drizzled the
couldn't kiss
wings.
my girl for weeks.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Wow,
That's, a con-
yeah,
that's
that's
like the
classic.
one con of some Randleman sauces is you can't really do a lot of kissing afterwards.
Right. Yeah. Well, your hands are all sticky. You can't be touching
Yeah.
touching the parts that they want you to touch.
Wow, that's a great cut. We haven't heard Funk Sauce in a long time,
Yeah,
and especially described so well because
Yeah.
it's a limited release. A lot of people couldn't get their hands on
Yeah,
it. But
yeah.
shout out to Random and Sauces, our
Thanks.
sponsor.
Can they see me over there?
They can definitely see
Is
you.
it a
think
a
they
sort of
can.
a fisheye style camera? See, I do know some lenses.
I would hope so. That's the first bit of jargon we've gotten so far.
Yeah, that is.
Well, I
yeah.
didn't say. I said
Filmmaking.
I said from the beginning I'm an expert in cinema, not an expert in making cinema.
I see. I guess I didn't know there was a distinction. But
Oh
it-
yeah.
But here we are.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess watching films is. I mean, that's a whole art in itself.
Absolutely.
So, like, I guess that's a great point in that when our citizen soldiers, if they want to watch a foreign film or a cinema at home, what are some things that you have in your own home theater setup that you'd recommend?
Yeah, I always, I mean, I always lock the door so no one can come in and bother me. I live with my significant other, my life partner, my girlfriend. She can't come in. If she tries to disrupt me, I snap at her. Maybe spray her with water like a cat, like a disruptive kitten. You know, but you know, it's you can start with anything. You know, I like this idea of maybe sitting on a folding chair and watching a movie, but I do sit on the couch and
Okay.
I'll sometimes have maybe a pop at home or maybe even a Celsius energy drink to really lock into the film.
Wow.
Every now and then I have taken uppers while watching a movie to sort of really, you know. That's a slippery slope, you know what I mean? Because
Hit a little cocaine while
it's
you're
fun
doing
in
that.
games until you're 8 lines deep watching a Tsai Ming Long film, you know, and then you're saying, am I a film watcher or am I a drug addict?
Right. Well, you're locked in a room watching movies by yourself,
Right.
ripping lines of coke.
Yeah, I mean, I try it. Yeah, and sometimes you watch, you know, if you're really on one, you 4, 5, 7, 8 in a row, and then you know days become weeks, and you stink. You haven't showered.
Yeah.
What's the most amount of movies you've ever watched in one sitting as a doctor?
Well, if discounting maybe going to the bathroom or something like that, because I do smoke excessively inside my house. I watched movies, you know, maybe 25 films in a row.
Wow.
That's about 50 about 50, 70, 72 hours of films.
My God.
To 72 hours.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've done Friday to Sunday, all movies
That's
in the
impressive.
bathroom, and I DoorDash, and the DoorDash comes, and you don't tip.
Was that what
European. Very European.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's very
no
European.
need to. Yeah,
Is
there's
that
no
what
need.
they made you do for your thesis or your when you defended your thesis?
Yeah. I mean, well, it was you know, it was self-inflicted. You know, that was the thing. I was even a bit of an outlier in my academy at AFI. You know, some people were saying you watch too many. You know, you're taking it too seriously.
Because the others are sort of making movies or writing about them.
Well, there was that, but then also even the people that were in the film watching program were sort of, you know, they had sort of personal lives and friends and socializing a little bit more.
Yeah, well,
So
that's,
even among
I've kind
the-
of ostracized most people in my life. I have very few friends, and again, I have a significant other, but I think she might hate me.
well, that's what I think we
That
set
might-
up at the beginning of the podcast. Is you're a pariah. You
Right.
know, you are the mad doctor of
Yes.
watching movies.
Dr.
gone-
Caligari.
Oh, is
What's
that
that?
a foreign
Cabinet
film?
of.
What's that now?
That's one of those old movies.
Yeah,
I've heard of this. I don't
Yeah.
really know what it is.
Yeah, Dr. Caligari.
Another glancing reference.
I'm just trying to keep things light, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I
So
felt bad. I don't want you guys to worry about me thinking I'm.
Shut in who's doing coke locked into your own
I don't
room.
want you guys to think this about me. That I mean, there's sometimes times when I spend 72 hours on my couch watching, you know,
I think that's okay if you're getting a lot out
watching close-ups. Is that what you want? You know, something.
of it. Close-ups. Now we've seen that.
Oh,
too.
no.
Not the movie. I mean, you want more film jargon. Your close-up from the film.
yeah,
you know.
yeah, I think that's an interesting
like that.
aspect
I
of
know.
like
There we go. A movie that's all close-ups.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
72 hours of it.
maybe and maybe if
Perhaps.
someone on close-up on someone's ass taking a shower, maybe.
I would kind of watch that. If you told me this is an incredible movie and it's 2 hours of close-ups,
yeah,
I'd say I got to see how they did it.
yeah, right.
That'd get me back in the cinema.
It's like there was the gimmick with all the single shots for a while. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
They
yeah.
made a whole movie. It's a single shot. It's never really a single shot, but they
it never.
faked
oh,
is.
but they make
faked it.
It's
yeah,
still
they-
going on too. The studio. Hello.
Studio is
the
all
other
single
TV
shot,
show.
huh?
The English guy.
The English,
Apprentice.
the
No, that's what
English
it's called.
guy.
What's it called?
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Ass. Ass Man?
Yeah, it's called Ass Man.
Adolescence.
Stephen Graham's in that. He was in Snatch.
That'll do Turkish.
That'll do Turkish.
Is that what he says?
Yeah, Turkish is one of the guys in there. And there's also
Or
Bricktop.
the Germans.
There's Bricktop, too.
Yeah. Man, I loved that movie.
It's-
Maybe-
Hungry as a pig. Remember
right.
He says that?
Yep.
Have you seen Snatch?
It's been a long
We can
time.
watch it
Oh, I love when he says, "No thanks, Turkish. I'm sweet enough as it is."
Yeah.
Because he doesn't want any sugar in his tea.
That's right, yeah.
and he's like
That-
the ultimate bad guy, so it's kind of like a little bit
and,
ironical.
and our hero from F1 is in that.
Yeah.
Brad Pitt.
Oh yeah, I do. The last time I saw Snatch was when I was like 13.
Yeah.
That was like a big like 13-year-old movie.
Me too.
Oh, and the
when we were
soundtrack?
13. Yeah.
Iggy Pop is in there. Some other guys.
Cool stuff.
Yeah.
We're not talking about music though, so no worries.
Sorry.
No. I'm glad you referenced it, but there's no worries if you don't remember any more than that. I guess I should ask. I mean, do you guys feel as if we're talking about are there any foreign films that you guys have seen that have really kind of got your goat that have kind of
Really
pleased
interesting
you
question.
in some way, and I guess am I selling you on it? Do you think and you think that this is the right way to watch movies, or do you kind of wish you could go just kind of go to the cinema and shut things out and just kind of
Well, I still don't know if we've really demonstrated what the value of doing anything we've recommended is,
right?
and I know it's there.
Well, it expands your horizons
Okay.
of human experience and human nature. I mean, if that's not enough, then that's kind of on your citizen soldiers. If they say that's not enough,
Yeah.
because I don't
Good
know
play
if there's
to you,
money in that. I
sir.
don't know if there's money in this stuff.
Good play.
I don't know if
to
there's
you.
money in this stuff.
Oh, you don't think there's money in foreign films?
I keep wanting there to be, and again, the kind of my best pitch so far, I think, is maybe do kind of a King Kong style thing.
That's really
Have
good.
the characters from King Kong, have Iron Man be there, but maybe he kills himself kind of 20 minutes into the movie, Iron Man.
He can't
Our
take it
hero, what happened to him? And he's dead, and he's maybe in the afterlife and walking through the down, to the
corridor.
valley of
Yeah.
death.
Sure.
Yeah.
That's another
This is-
interesting take on. Yeah, it's like maybe
It would shock
the
people.
movie is us dealing with the community dealing with the fallout from
Right.
Iron Man's suicide at the
Right.
beginning.
Uh-huh.
Very
Right.
foreign concept.
And I'm not talking about just the, Thanos snap.
Oh, right.
That wasn't a suicide. That was
That's a
murder.
A snap murder. So what
Yeah,
was
I
this?
think-
That scared me.
I think
that was very foreign.
I am hearing you talk so much about specifically foreign cinema is making me more open to it. I think the most interesting aspects to me that you mentioned are a bug making a weird noise.
Right.
I think that considering a bug making a weird noise and sitting with that on a hard chair, that is appealing
Right.
to me because something that Griffin and I say all the time on Goober Time is things that are bad are good for you. You know?
Yes.
And I
Okay,
think that's a
now I'm-
large
okay,
element
now-
of foreign cinema.
Now it's
Things that
beginning
are
to
bad
crystallize.
are good for you.
Yeah.
And so
Okay.
foreign film does sound quite painful,
Right.
hard to watch,
Yeah.
Yeah.
quite difficult to watch.
Yeah.
Right.
Very stoic.
So maybe it's very good
Challenging.
for. Okay,
Yeah.
now I'm seeing. Now this is the value I wanted to get.
And so what in the past you've discussed in the pod has been bad but good for you? Are you talking about maybe like a
Dunking your head
a
in
hot
ice
yoga? Yeah, right.
for 2
that
hours.
kind of stuff. Or
Yeah,
maybe climbing
yeah.
Everest.
Low level torture.
It's like losing,
yeah.
like getting hurt or like having bad
Okay.
things happening to you, people dying in your life, like that type of bad thing.
being like legitimately afraid of something and forcing yourself to do it.
Yeah.
Walking in front of a tiger that's out of its cage or some.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that happens often to
scenario.
you?
Physical
Well, it's just
and
you should
emotional
seek that
trauma.
out.
That's
Okay.
those are
Now we're
things that
talking.
should be sought out
Okay.
and learned from.
Okay.
Everything has a lesson. Things that are bad are good for you.
Okay.
Or
Okay.
is
Now
what we
we're-
say
Yeah, and you can always
repeatedly.
do
Now
better.
we're talking.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Self-improvement. I like that.
Self-improvement.
Yeah.
Exactly.
There's
exactly.
always there's always something to be gained from a horrible life experience. I mean, I've found that in my own life.
So yeah, this is
Some
great.
of
So,
the worst things have happened to me.
what's that?
Some of the worst things have happened to me. The worst things I could not talk about on this podcast.
And they've occurred right to you.
They've all happened to me. Oh,
Interesting.
one after the next, and then I find solace in the films.
I see. You
Oh,
see yourself
interesting.
But things
reflected
are really bad
within.
Things are really bad for you right
for me
now.
personally. Yeah,
Currently
right now
in your life.
because of all the trauma.
Would you say you're living your own foreign film?
Yeah. Yep.
I gotta
think
get.
that's-
I just like one or two details. Is there anything you can give
You
us?
can't tell us one bad thing that's happened in your life. You're talking about how your partner hates you. Your life partner,
Don't help him.
who's
life
also
partner
your
and-
girlfriend.
My life partner and my girlfriend hates my guts. She says, "Get out there! You're looking pale. You're looking like Dracula. You're looking like Nosferatu." I say, "This is what I like. This is what I want. This is what I need." She goes, "You haven't fucked me in your hair, you know.
Whoa.
You haven't
Holy
touched
shit.
me.
Blew my
Why
headphones
won't you
off.
touch me? You know, we're almost like acting like George and Martha from the what's it called?
The Simpsons?
The old play.
Death of the Salesman.
Nah,
I don't know who George and
Yeah.
Martha are, if it's not immediately clear.
Scott's gonna kill me.
Scott.
If my friend Scott listens to this, he's gonna kill me. It'll come to me eventually. Who's afraid of Virginia Woolf?
Oh, sure.
Yeah, George and
okay.
Martha. They're kind of the alcoholic couple at the center of that, you know.
Okay. But so you have used film as a sort of escape and way to process all the bad those bad events in your life,
right?
Specifically foreign film.
Well, it is a little snaky in its own tail because you could make the point that if I stopped watching the movies, got out, made some new friends, you know, got some sun, you know, did kind of fun things like going to the carnival or something, then maybe I would be, you know, less miserable to those around me, you know. But I don't think I can do that because of my studies.
That's right. You're going deep.
That's why I'm thankful to come onto a podcast like this because we can kind of speak, you know, man to man, and you know, and I can feel kind of a connection to other people. But
Yeah.
right after this, it's right back to the cave, you know. Pop
Yeah.
on another movie.
Yeah, the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is an excellent place.
But yeah,
to,
a lot of people in my life have died,
Yeah.
and I've lost a lot of jobs,
Okay.
and there's been a lot of incidents of global scale, and those I really can't get into.
So, do you think that has a life in foreign film been worth it? It sounds like it's been hard. You've watched a lot of movies, so many that you can
Right.
only make glancing references
Right.
to.
Because it's all sort of a soup.
Yeah, it's all sort of a soup,
Right.
but
We're
has
getting lots of references to stews and soups. It's
yeah.
making
Well,
me
that's
hungry.
he's saying that's what's in a lot of foreign
I made
films.
a curry today.
A foreign stew or soup.
In a way.
In a way.
Yeah, it had miso in it.
Has it all been worth it?
Well, I mean, the journey's not over yet, right? I mean, I imagine that's something you guys must talk about a lot. I mean, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
I mean, you guys are life coaches in many ways to your citizen soldiers, right? And,
Yes.
I'm feeling that from you now. I feel the motivation. I feel the excitement to maybe. Well, I don't know. I guess I'm left kind of questioning, you know, after this, you know, do I go out into the world and maybe see something different, or do I go back to the painful things that kind of brought me here to the show? I mean, that's worth considering, I think.
So what's up?
Huh?
I think he's wondering what to do after this.
Oh,
Yeah.
go watch a movie or not.
Yeah, I guess that's the. I guess
It
it
seems
kind of.
like that's the
I guess
main
it kind of
question.
boiled down to that. I mean, I guess that's kind of. But that's heady. I mean, that's.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
means
yeah,
it's,
yeah,
it's,
yeah,
it's,
yeah.
it's
Sure,
larger. It's that's.
I mean,
There
there
was
have
so
been-
much in what you said, and I was trying to unpack it, and there
Right.
was too much silence passed, and I freaked out.
Well,
You
yeah,
gotta
I
watch
mean,
more foreign films. They
Lots
got
of
all
silence.
sorts of stuff. That stuff.
Wow.
I'll tell you what I think you should do is I think you should go back and immediately start building out an outline for Appalachian Kong.
Okay. Yeah.
I think Appalachian Kong.
Yeah.
I think Cajun,
I think Cajun
Kong.
Kong. I
Yeah.
think do them at the
I
same
think
time.
Appalachian
sort of.
Kong versus Cajun
Uh-huh.
Kong. You got three
Well,
movies
yeah.
right there.
Yeah. I was gonna say. Yeah. The trilogy is. And you two, you're writers in your own way. Would you say?
Yeah,
Do you-
I
do
think
you-
we're both exploring a number of novels
Uh-huh.
at any given time. I kind of have a few works of fiction and
Okay.
nonfiction going on at any given time.
Okay.
Just both in my head, on my computer, beating it out, you know, doing some treatments. So we're definitely writers.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
mean,
and I'm organizing. I'm making organizing lists.
you're just making lists, and eventually that becomes maybe a
plan.
Maybe a plan.
Griffin
Yeah.
has a list of you know, just ideas of like, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Things I might like to get
Well,
done.
do you know about the David Lynch note card thing? Speaking of one of the greats,
I do.
Yeah, you
I
if
do
you
not.
put a bunch of note cards, you write a new idea every day. Or every time you come up with a new idea, put it on
Yeah.
a note card, stick it on your board. You know, maybe pin it onto the bulletin board, whatever. And you get, I don't know, how many did he say?
I
Maybe
think they come in a pack of like 120
yeah, you get 120 ideas. There's your movie
or 72.
or 72.
Maybe
But that I think that can apply to almost anything, right?
So he's saying put up 72 ideas and there's your movie.
And then
that's and that's the foreign film that
Yeah.
you're going to come up with.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Good hack for making your own foreign film.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Oh yeah.
72
yeah.
ideas,
The
they don't
ultimate
have to be
hack.
linked.
When
Yeah.
I took a tour of the Randleman Sauce Factory, that was in their ideation. That's what they were. I think they used that technique.
Is that how they come up with all those crazy flavors?
Yeah, with all the whenever they release a new portfolio of sauces, that's generally what they do.
It's
That's
just-
how they mix their flavors.
So I guess I want to. So are they doing like sort of 72 like ingredients, and then that makes one sauce, or are they doing 72 sauce ideas, and then we're like, now we have the sauce to roll out,
They're doing the latter, but they should be doing the former as well.
to come up with really crazy sauces.
Pack,
Yeah.
it's. I think you know.
Salt,
Here's a
they
pitch.
might be disgusting, you know.
Randleman's all packed in. It's the one sauce that's got it all.
That's got-
72 flavors.
Well, it doesn't have it all. It has 72 things.
Are there more than 72? I assumed that was the
We
upper
could try to
limit.
list maybe as many spices and kind of sauces as we see.
We
get
could try to do that.
We get to 72.
We could.
Is this how it usually goes with your experts? I guess I got to ask. I know.
We're getting close to the end, and we just decide to list every single spice that
I mean,
we
you
can.
know, yeah. I mean,
I think
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, that
I
makes
think generally, yes. I would love to hear just some closing thoughts from you on if someone wanted to get started in foreign films, like what are
Right.
some great ways to start?
well, it always does start on the page. You know, I joke or I jest or I think about, wants to start watching them or wants to start making them. Sorry, I guess I should clarify.
I think watching.
I think
Right.
watching is
Yeah, I
your
think-
stated
Right.
expertise.
Yeah.
So I'd love to know about
But
that.
I like to encourage a new creator.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean-
let's hear both then.
Well, okay. Let's go with my main thing. If you want to make a movie, you should write some stuff down and then have a friend with a good camera. That's probably the best place to start with.
But
that.
to make a movie.
That's to make a movie.
To make a
Okay.
To
movie,
watch
okay.
a movie, you have to sort of, I guess, die. Like a
Okay,
spiritual
interesting.
sort of death. You have to kill everything that you know about your past, what came before you, and enter sort of a new state of, analysis
Before you watch the movie.
before you watch any movie.
So you
Okay.
kind of have to shed
Ego death.
ego
Ego death.
death. Yeah,
Yeah.
you have to
Yeah.
experience an ego
Take
death.
quite a lot of magic mushrooms.
Maybe some magic mushrooms or peyote even. Maybe go out. Maybe here's what I'll say: go out into the desert. Maybe Joshua Tree if you're a LA native, but I'm sure some of your fans in Melbourne could maybe go out to the outback or something.
Or Joshua Tree. Probably what they have down there.
Joshua Tree.
Probably called Joshua
How
Tree.
do you do it?
Huh?
How do you do it Australian?
I just kind of imagined what
Bobby,
I thought
sure.
it would sound like, and then I did
Joshua.
it.
We're gonna lose all 76
No,
downloads.
I didn't mean to insult
in
them.
Melbourne.
I love the Australians.
I was going to ask earlier if you considered
I love you guys.
Australian films to be foreign films.
Nicholas Rogue. Yes, they're very foreign, even though they're kind of connected to the British in some way. I'm not a history buff, but the British, they kind of used to live there, right?
Yeah.
They kind of master and commander, master and commander down under. I'm Russell.
That's a
Russell
movie.
Crowe.
There we go. Hey,
That is a movie.
yeah.
Hey, that's
And
a
Nicholas
great...
Rogue. I read Nicholas Rogue is a great Australian filmmaker.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I don't know
Peter
who that is.
Weir.
And
I mean,
Rat
these are some of
Dog.
These are some of the best. And
Peter,
Rat-
have they ever thought about Peter Weir and Rat Dog?
Peter Wiener. Wait, what's Rat Dog?
Bob Weir and Rat Dog is like a Grateful
Oh.
Dead
I know
spin-off
I know Bob
situation. Have they ever thought about Peter Weir and? Am I
I
making
know
this
someone
better
who-
or
Okay,
worse?
I think we're getting to the point of
I
the
know
podcast
someone
where
who-
it's like, sorry,
We've
go ahead,
circled the
Wyatt.
drain.
I was gonna say I know someone who dated Bob Weir's daughter.
Oh,
Yeah,
Bob Weir's daughter.
just for a little bit.
Pearl Jam?
Is he dead? Bob Weir?
No idea.
Didn't one of them die kind of recently?
Jerry
I believe
Garcia's
so.
dead. I think a
know that
lot of
he's
the
dead.
Grateful
Bob Weir
Dead
might
are
have died.
dead.
I think he did die. Or what?
Damn.
No, it was the other guy.
don't
Shit, I forget that guy's name. I'm not a deadhead like that.
We got to get them all together. I want to hear those guys do a cover of The Wait by the
Yeah.
band.
The living members of the Grateful Dead.
I'm not positive. I have seen the Grateful Dead a couple times in concert, and I think they did a cover of The Wait.
I guarantee
At least
you
one
they do.
time.
Yeah, I guarantee it.
They definitely did. Hey Jude when I saw the Las Vegas Sphere.
wow.
See, I do get out sometimes. Now I'm going back to the character.
Okay, perfect. Dr. Wyatt Fair, thank you for joining us.
Yeah, this was a pleasure.
I think we all learned a lot about foreign films.
Absolutely.
I think we learned so much about foreign films where we may have to do a retake of saying what this is about. I think we said cinema.
We did.
I think we got to go back and we say foreign cinema.
Well,
foreign
if you're
films.
hearing us say this part, it's because we left it in. But then you'll hear us doing the first part as well.
It wouldn't be an episode unless we have some of how the sausage is made.
I'll say, based on how we've described foreign film and
Yeah.
everything that we've learned about it herein, this is the most foreign film episode we've done so
Nice.
far.
I feel like my taxonomy was pretty clear.
Yeah.
Inscrutable. And everybody has one job they don't like. Though I guess there's no women around. That's the
Well,
one
some
point we
foreign
failed.
movies are about women.
Yeah,
Sure.
some foreign movies, but others of them are
Others
just
are
about
about
a guy,
working at a job.
working at a job. He
The
doesn't
IP
like.
stuff, I mean, people are going to really latch onto that.
I think, and it is time to just as we close out the podcast to start
This is kind of the Q&A.
rehashing the podcast.
I was going to say, this is kind of the Q&A portion. You got to keep this in there.
We do. I guess every
Every
good film,
good movie has a Q&A. Yeah,
does.
yeah.
even
I
if
was
it
gonna
doesn't
say,
deserve it.
I would love it as after foreign films, the director came on and said, this is what the foreign film was about.
I would love that. Yeah, they do that. They do that sometimes.
What are you chuckling about?
I just
Wyatt?
think it's funny that now we could do a Q&A about how the about how the recording of the podcast went.
Okay, so are there any questions about that to anybody?
Yeah. The cat came out. Was the cat able to come out this whole time? I thought it was kind of crazy the cat didn't come out this whole
Monkey
time.
Brains was able to come out the whole time, and he did not.
Yeah.
Foot.
Wow. Right when we were kind of
New
closing.
cat maybe is
Yeah.
named Foot, by the way. Update
New
to the
cat.
Griffin
watchers.
also has a new cat here.
They know,
named
they know.
Foot. And
The Australians know.
okay, here we go. Thank you, citizen soldiers, for joining us. Thank you to our guest, Dr. Wyatt Fair. Thank you to Randleman's and the entire Randleman's family portfolio of sauces. Randleman's, that's Yum and Saucinese. And, of course, welcome to the journey.
You've got it backwards.
I know, it's welcome to the awakening.
You've still got it backwards.
Welcome to the journey.
That's the
welcome
last
to
thing.
the awakening.
Goodbye.
You are loved. No one thinks like you.
Goober Time is produced by me, Griffin, and Lauren Talmadge. Executive produced by Tim McGower. Associate producer Ahmed Stork, and aspiring producer Little Jimmy Penn. Goober Time is engineered by Roger Goodrich and recorded at Detweiler Sound in Humboldt, Tupelo, Mississippi. Sound mixing by Reed Armband with music by Laser Monster, which is Griffin in the past. You can check it out at lasermonster.bandcamp.com. Tom's costume was provided by Padma Lakshmi with catering provided by Kokomo's Mungo Lounge. Kokomo's, if you can't take her here, you can't take her anywhere.